Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Novelist. I know it has been a hot minute since we've played this game. I got distracted. So many good games are out, and I have been wanting to play them, and just, my upload schedule is really sparse right now, and so I'm sorry, but we are back. We're jumping back into it. So we're going to go ahead and just continue our story. We are kind of going along the lines of supporting, I believe Dan is the father's name. So we have the show. Linda got a letter. So let's see what happens in this chapter. So we've really been supporting Dan in his book. That's kind of been our shtick. So we have lots of stuff to read, I'm sure. Big news, Barb. I'm putting on a show. Can you believe it? I've already got butterflies. It's been so long. I'm glad it's a small gallery so I can ease my way back into things a bit. And I want to do it right. I'd forgotten how much work goes into things that aren't painting when it's time to put on a gallery. I could never stand all the logistical rigmarole. Plus, I have a piece I really want to finish before the show. So much to do. I want to take it seriously and go through the whole process, though, because if the show goes well, who knows? Hope to hear from you and hope you can come, of course. Yours always, Linda. Miss Kaplan, we're thrilled to be exhibiting your work Thursday. I know this all came together a little last minute, but our secretary is only part-time and she sometimes gets behind. I've sent along some forms and samples for the ad we plan to run in this week's paper. I know it's probably the last thing you want to worry about right now, but what's the point of putting on a show if no one knows about it? Anyhow, I know it's all a bit hectic, but while we might be small, we have a lot of heart and we're excited about your show. Nicole Adams, Westlake Gallery. All right. Can I inspect this? Nope. That is not a drawing that we can look at the moment. We can look at this one, though. So this is showing Dan and Tommy at the beach. Paul called again. Are you going to call him back? Lynn. So Paul's calling Dan. Dan's not answering, it seems. Do an adventure. So we want to explore his memories.
Cool. Can we go?
Right down there.
So it sounds like Tommy wants to go to the beach with his father. And we did see that drawing of him at the beach. So maybe they went, or maybe they haven't had the chance yet. We have definitely not really been favoring Tommy in any of these choices we've been making. I feel awful. The Literary Registrar, May edition. Inside the Books of Summer, Adam Scaris, The Interview, America's Top Small Run Publishers. I feel like we're most likely going to find the other part of this memory in Tommy's room. Because, of course, this is his memory. I always check the bathrooms. There's never anything in the bathrooms. But I always check it. So he's drawing the kind of sad photo with just him and his father looking kind of unhappy.
Can I see? It's not done yet.
Alright, so let's take a look at Linda's memories. And I'm sure there's more stuff to read around the house as well. We're going to have to explore. But I try and just pick up these things whenever I can.
I don't know yet, honey. What is it, Mommy?
So what is it? She doesn't know yet. So she's working on that painting, probably the one she wants to finish for the gallery. So most likely going to be in Linda's room. Stared at blank canvas again today. I got a few strokes in, but I don't like any of them, and I'll probably paint over them tomorrow. It's so frustrating going into that room every day and trying to keep working. It's easy to get out of the house for errands or go for a hike, but none of that helps the work as much as being around other artists. I'm not going to give up. Maybe I can use this feeling in my new piece. Definitely. I'll try that tomorrow.
Do you like this one? Oh, that looks good, honey. Yeah.
Alright, so we haven't found Dan yet. We're still looking for stuff to read, like this journal. Has it been 5 years already? I still remember the thought that blindsided me when I saw Tommy for the first time. He's my new creative work. TJ gave me such a look when I told her I was going to cut back my painting, but she doesn't have any kids, so there's no way she could understand. It's hard to top creating an entire person. Maybe she thought Dan told me I had to stay home. Ha! That would have been a very short conversation. Still, I can't ignore the fact that it's time to figure out what on hold means. What would it look like to go back full time? Do I want to? So Linda definitely wants to get back to work. So we found all of Linda's stuff. We'll work on getting what they want later. So this is the same thing we saw in the memory. All right. It just never stops. Every time I plot something I think will hold together, it falls to pieces. This thing was supposed to be done months ago, but the further I get, the harder it is to make it all work. Nothing's ever as simple as it seems at first. I'll think about a problem for days, finally come up with a fix, and then realize it breaks something somewhere else. I can barely hold all the threads together. Sometimes this thing just feels too big for me, and I want to burn it and walk away. But what else would I do? And the deadlines don't help either. I can't think harder or faster. This stuff comes when it comes. Getting stressed about it just makes it harder to get the work down, or get the words down. Like right now, I'm writing about the thing instead of working on the thing. Damn it, Dan. Get to work. Can I read this journal? This journal's always here, and I always think I can read it, and I literally never can. Paul, hey man, if I'd known my letter would set you off like that, I wouldn't have written. My fault. Let's just both calm down. I see that it was stupid to ask if you knew any art agents. It's like you asking me if I know any professional sculptors. Dumb question. Point taken. But believe me, no one's more worried about the schedule than I am. I think about it every day. I can't get away from it. Most nights I start thinking about it and can't stop. My heart starts beating out of control. I have to get up and try to work just to calm down. I'm not slacking off, man. I shouldn't have made you think I was focused on anything else. I'll get everything sorted out, seriously. So it sounds, I think Paul is Dan's like agent, and so I think he's trying to help Linda find like an art agent, and his agent got mad at him for that. In arts and entertainment news, the Westlake Gallery has announced a show by visiting artist Linda Kaplan. A resident of Laurenton, Miss Kaplan's visiting the coast with her family and has completed a new series she describes as an expression of restrained emotion using society's imposition on nature as a lens. Details of the show will be forthcoming. Local art enthusiasts will be doubly pleased to learn the community center will be... So we don't get the rest of the newspaper article. But we can explore Dan's memories, last but not least. I don't think we've read this. The readers of Eugene and the surrounding area, judging by the turnout, got a rare treat when author Dan Kaplan arrived for a combination reading and book signing. He shared a selection from his most recent work, still untitled and due in stores this fall. If it was any indication, his fans are in for a treat. Although the book isn't finished, Kaplan said that... Alright, so there are newspaper clippings all over the apartment, or all over the house now. So Dan's just sad, sighing on the couch.
Hey, what's wrong?
And Linda's asking what's up. So, okay, here's the last piece. The ad ran today. Picked up the latest issue in town. I don't know if it'll amount to anything sales-wise, but that's not the point. I'd forgotten how scary it was to put your work out there and promise something to people, and that brought it all into focus. It's so different thinking about the book as something I eventually have to sell people, not just something I'm working on for myself. But now it's out there. It's terrifying and irreversible. People know about the book, and to them it's exactly what they want it to be, some finished, beautiful thing. If only they could see it right now, a bunch of jigsaw pieces on the floor, and I've got to put them all together. Alright, so we've read everything from him. So he's on the typewriter. I don't think we've found everything from Tommy. The promo forms on the coffee table. No, we've read that. I don't know if we've gotten everything for Tommy. I think we explored everything, but I don't think we found... Oh, maybe this? Yeah. This note good for one adventure, signed Daddy. So he wants to go to the beach with Dan. So we've really been focusing on Dan. Part of me wants to do Linda and Tommy's ending for this chapter because I think Tommy's just getting really sad and we need to make sure he's all right. And then Linda is finally getting this chance at the art gallery, and that just seems really important, whereas we've really been focused on Dan. But I've also been like saying we're gonna stick with the working on the novel thing. This is like, life is messy, but I think we're gonna go with Linda and then Tommy's compromise. I know it's kind of against what I've done, but you know, also the game is an experience, and I am choosing how we do it. So we're gonna choose Linda's resolution. So we're gonna go ahead and choose the promo forms and focus on her art show because it just seems like the most pressing thing right now. Like, we've gotten a lot of work on Dan's book going. So the bucket is what Tommy wanted. So we're going to choose Tommy's compromise. Now we do still have to explore the house again because there's stuff from previous owners. The Diary of Claire Bradford, September 7th, 1961. I realize now that this isn't about Roger. It's about me. I have to decide who I want to be. Marrying Roger will set so many things in motion. We'll be a well-to-do couple, safe and secure with wonderful friends and loving families. I may slowly fade into being Roger's wife instead of Claire, but that would be society's doing, not Roger's. He loves me too much to do that. What about my music? If I'm accepted to Berkeley, I don't know what we'll do. I can't ask him to quit his job a month after he starts, but what kind of couple lives in separate cities as soon as they get married? The decision can't be black and white, can it? Position and safety versus a crazy pursuit alone? Is there a way to have it all? Do I even want it all? Will I ruin everything, no matter what I choose? So let's go and find any other notes that are waiting for us in the night. I know Dan's gonna be mad first time we don't like pick his storyline, but he will get over it. He should just write his book like he's supposed to. And everything else will, you know, take care of his family, etc. No, we've read this, right? Yeah, we read that. Alright, Diary of Claire Bradford, September 8th, 1961. Roger and I talked over everything today. It was a mistake to speak so soon. I never should have brought any of this up without making up my mind first. Now I've only made things more difficult. I guess I was daydreaming, and he asked me what was on my mind, and before I could help it, it just came out, although maybe I wanted to get it off my chest. I told him I wasn't sure it was the right time to get married, and it upset him badly. It didn't matter how many times I told him I wasn't calling it off, that I just had questions, and that I hadn't made up my mind either way. All he heard was that I didn't love him anymore, which isn't true at all, but it didn't matter how many times I said that either. He's gone off for a drive, and now I'm here in the house alone, and I think I've made up my mind. I hope he gets back soon, so I can tell him. Alright, so just gonna make sure that we've found everything. Check the bathrooms. There's never anything in the bathrooms, but you know. Did I check here? Yeah, I did. We've checked Tommy's room as well. So we're gonna go ahead and whisper what we're gonna do. The art show was a huge opportunity for Linda, so after getting an earful from Paul, Dan spent Saturday morning working on an announcement ad for the local paper. He called every writer he knew to ask if their agents knew anyone in the art world, and on the fourth call, he got lucky. The effort paid off. The show was a hit. Though he didn't have enough time to take Tommy to the beach for the day, Dan shifted his schedule to free up an hour and a half for a quick trip. The night before, he snuck down to the beach and put a conch shell where Tommy couldn't miss it, and though Tommy wanted to stay on the beach longer, he was still happy with his prize. Dan missed his deadline. Paul called to chew him out, and even though Tommy and Linda were both upstairs, they could hear the agent's voice over the phone. It just added to the pressure that Dan was putting on himself, and he spent 2 days in a distracted fog before he got back into any sort of rhythm on his book. Alright, so what's the next chapter called? Catching up. Alrighty. Well, so it says when Tommy continued to struggle. So that's what it said right there. So anyway, guys, I'm going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, I'm the Purple Pegasus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.